Assume the average price for a movie is $8.23. Assume the population standard deviation is 49 cents and the sample of 38 theaters was randomly selected. Complete parts A through D below. We want to find first the standard error of the mean. So to calculate the standard error of the mean, we have our formula over here to the right. It's the standard deviation divided by the square root of n. Our standard deviation here is 0.49 and n is 38. Which is 7.95 rounded to 2 decimal places. Okay, and that would be 7.95 cents. So what we need to do is write it as 0.0795. And the reason that it came out that way is because I forgot to put my decimal. All right. What is the probability that the sample mean will be less than 8.38? So what we need to do is get our z-score. And for the z-score, remember that if the population is greater than or equal, if the sample size is greater than or equal to 30, we can assume that the average value of the possible sample means will equal the mean of the sample means. That's kind of a tongue twister. So we know the mean is given to us. It's 823. So the mean of the sample means will equal 823. So Z is equal, we're looking at 838 minus 823 divided by our standard error of our mean, which is 0.0795. We're going to get our z-score and round it to 2 decimal places. That will actually be 1.89. Be careful, the first time I typed it in, I didn't type in 8.38 correctly in my calculator. So 1.89. So I'm going to go to my norm.disk. And I'm going to do 1.89 as my z-score, and I want it to be cumulative. And I'm going to get 0.9706, which is the correct, one of the acceptable answers. What is the probability that the sample mean will be less than 818? You will do the same thing that we just did, except now we're going to do 818 minus 823 divided by 0.0795. Let's see what that would be. Okay, I got negative 0.63. Let's check that. Okay, 0.2643. 0.2643. Okay. Now, the last one, you're going to use the complement rule, and so we're going to do more than 833. So you're going to do Z equals 833 minus 823 over 0.0795, and you get 1.26. So we need to look up the probability with a Z value of 1.26. And this is what you get, but we want the greater than side, so we got to do 1 minus that. So 0.1038. 0.1038. Okay, so that is an acceptable answer. This is more of a straightforward question, so hopefully you won't have any trouble with this. Let me know if you have any questions.